See, I'm a Kenyan. Today I've come and I'm representing my country. But the sad thing is, I haven't always been represented as a Kenyan. I always haven't felt Kenyan. Why? Well, let me tell you why. So you see, the woman on the screen was the first Asian lady in Nairobi. She came to Kenya in 1898, and her name was Mrs. Hafiz Sayed Kari Ahmed. She was also known very famously as Mama Railway, because her offspring had contributed so much to the railway service. See, her son was a locomotive driver. Her great-grandson was a very well businessman. Her grandson, sorry, I forgot it. Her grandson was a clerk who started also another business in Kenya. And the line keeps going on and on. You see, the woman in the drawing is my great-great-great-grandmother. See, I've always felt Kenyan. Being Kenyan is in my DNA. It's who I am. It's something that runs inside of me. I love our country. I love our culture. But then one day, it hit me. We were in our drama lesson, and we were celebrating Kenya at 50. So my teacher asked us to prepare something special, something unique. Some of my friends suggested dressing up as the Kenyan colors. I thought that was a great idea. But then suddenly, a question crossed my mind. Why does the black color on the Kenyan flag represent the people? I looked at the flag at that moment and I felt terrible. I felt angry. I felt sad. I felt like the country that my people, my family has contributed so much to, I don't even fit in this. But then someone told me, oh wait, but there's the blood. There's the red. Don't worry, you fit in. I'm like, but fine. But why does black get their own color? Then it made me think, but I left it. I'm like, it doesn't matter. But I started becoming more vigilant. When I'd go to local markets with my mother to shop, people would approach me by saying, oh, kemcho, kemcho. And I'd be like, Kwani, what do you mean in Kenya? See, I was like, were they not convinced that we live under the same blue sky, share the same +254 line? They didn't understand. Then I decided, you know what? I'm going to solve this problem. I'm going to tell people what being Kenyan really means, but I can't do it by myself because I don't really know. So I'm going to interview all different Kenyans and find out. So I started. I conducted interviews, interviewing different races, different ages, different everything, different genres of people. And asked them 2 questions. What makes you Kenyan? And how would you identify a Kenyan? See, when I asked them what makes you Kenyan, everyone would give me generic answers, like, oh, I was born here, oh, my dad's Kenyan. When I asked them, how do you identify a Kenyan? They gave me very unique answers, like, our mothers all are very strict, or we all love Githeri. And I was like, that's so interesting. So using this knowledge, I realized something. You see, some of my friends had British passports, but lived in Kenya all their life, knew all the roads in Kenya, knew everything about Kenya, but they didn't consider themselves Kenyan. So then I thought to myself, being Kenyan is much, much more than having a national stamp or having black skin. It's about the experiences and moments that you have dwelled and grounded with you, with the country. So I decided, I'm going to fix this problem. I am going to find a way to represent everyone. I'm changing the flag. Crazy, I know. So I decided, what would I change it to? Well, brown. Why brown? Brown is a tertiary color. When you mix all the colors together, you get brown. It's the same way you mix all the Kenyans together and you get a way to represent them. But wait. Blue. Blue's also a really interesting color. Because you see, you ask any foreign person, and they'll tell you Kenyans are known to live under the beautiful blue sky. Also, under all our eyes, we all have a layer of blue. So there, we're all united. But even if I change the color to brown or blue, is this going to change how people are going to look at me? Are people going to suddenly think, oh, she's Kenyan? No, that's not the problem. So I revisited our own Kenyan flag. And then I did a bit of research, and I discovered science claims black is not a color. It is, in fact, the absence of all color or the absorption of all color. Perfect. It's the absorption of all Kenyans and absence of discrimination. Our flag is actually perfect. It is, in fact, the black color is the one that most unites us. But people don't understand that, because you see, growing up, we're not taught that. Growing up, I've always been taught black is for the people, red is for the blood, and green is for our land. So I decided, you know what? I have to fix this problem. Nelson Mandela once said, people are taught to hate. Then they can be taught to love. The same way, black has been taught to us to differentiate us. But it can be taught to us that is actually the color that most unites us. See, black is one, whether you're Chinese, whether you're Asian, whether you're African, whether you're white, whatever. We all fit into the black. And with that, I end my speech. I hope that one day, just like my great-great-grandmother, I'm able to leave a linkage of many people to remember that, you know what, they fit into the black. I hope to leave behind a family of proud Kenyans who know they're Kenyan without any doubt. Thank you.